Hello, my lovely twin flames. This is Caroline here with your weekly love reading. I hope you all are doing well. As for me, I'm not feeling great, okay? But I promised my guides I would do this reading and then go into healing the rest of the day. So bear with me. I'm going to go into spirit messages first and then we will get into the cards. Okay, so I already meditated and connected. So what's coming up at this time is there's a lot of like what is it called, negative self-talk. Okay, so you might not see it as negative yourself, but we have to remind ourselves that, you know, what the law of attraction is. Okay, to a degree. I don't fully believe in what they say about the law of attraction, but when it comes to negative talk, it's like it works in that, instance. Okay, so let's say you've been feeling lately like I'm going to give like a couple of scenarios that I'm getting. Okay, so let's say people always lie to me. Like you keep right now um there's a lot that's going on with realizations, okay? Realizing things about people, things are coming up, and there's a repeated pattern that keeps popping up in people's lives. Like, people, okay, I'm going to give you an example. People keep lying, right? So, like, let's say people keep lying to you, and you keep getting, like, um, people lying to you and you find out, right, and it hurts and you're like, why is this person lying to me? Why does this always happen to me? And you look back to other people like, this person lied to me too, that person lied to me too, whatever, and you keep walking around and like just being like, well, people keep lying to me. Why do people always lie to me? Whatever. So that puts something out in the universe and attracts more of it. Okay, so this can be anything, okay? It doesn't have to be just lying. It could be, why do I always attract, emotionally unavailable people? Why do I always, whatever? So what you have to do with this, okay, is you have to make an affirmation of the opposite of what you're experiencing, okay? Instead of saying people always lie to me, I want you to say, I am honesty. I am honesty. Okay, keep saying that. Okay, so whatever it is you're experiencing at this time, um, I want you to affirm the opposite. Okay, because that's you transmuting the energy. Okay, so you're transmuting, the lower vibration of lying, right? It is a lower vibration. So you are transmuting that to a higher energy. So you're really manifesting, for example, if it's with lying, you're manifesting honesty. You're manifesting people being honest to you. And you're also manifesting you being honest with yourself. Okay? So, think about all the times that you have had like negative self talk lately and affirm the opposite. Okay? That's going to really help you. Okay? And it's going to break that pattern of people keep, repeating that in your life. Okay? And it's really interesting that this came up because I just realized recently someone lied to me. And I'm just like, oh my God, like seriously, like who would lie to me? It's like, you all know I'm going to find out. I sometimes find out instantly and I'm just looking at the person like, what? Like, I don't know. I can't believe people would still do things like that. But anyhow, that's that, okay? And at this time, you all, there's a lot of there's a lot of negativity and purging going on. Okay, so this is from the masculine side. Okay, so from the masculine side, there is a lot of purging going on. Okay, but this is about the masculines that need to come out of their shell. And I want to remind you all, this the masculine and the feminine is just an energy. Okay, it has nothing to do with gender. Okay, so you can relate to one more than the other because one is more dominant than you. I'm a feminine, but I sometimes get into masculine mode, okay? And you guys probably realize, whoever follows me, probably realize when that is. Like when I get into tough love and just straightforwardness, that's my masculine, okay? Coming out, okay, more dominant. So it depends on what you're going through your life, what energies you kind of bend towards, okay? Just keep that in mind. So when it has to do with the masculines at this time, they are going through self-realization. What does this mean? This is about questioning yourself, asking, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is the universe, what is God, what is the divine trying to teach me as I'm going through these experiences? Why am I struggling? What am I supposed to learn? So there's a lot of questioning the self. When I say the self, that means your spiritual self, the person within, okay? There's a really good book actually about this if anybody's interested. It's called Who Am I by Sri Mana, was it Sri Mana Maharshi or Sri Rana Maharshi? So this is about self-realization and questioning the self, because there's a lot of masculines that go through life never questioning why they're here, what's their purpose, what do they want to do. It's like they're on what is it called, autopilot, okay, like navigating through life. So at this time, while the masculines are purging, and so are you feminines, you are also purging at this time, especially if you're working on yourself, okay? I know whoever has connected with me, you're working on yourself. There's no other way. Like, I'm not like gonna let you get away with not working, not healing, right? Healing stuff. So this has to do with, questioning yourself, okay? And now they're not scared to question themselves. There are fears that are coming up with the masculines, but at the same time, it's like it's coming out to be released and transmuted, right? Okay. So when it comes to my feminines, the feminines are now realizing, some of you, it's like there's some clarity coming up when you question this connection, kind of like, okay, so you're reflecting, right, to the past where you were with the masculine, or even if you are right now, it's more like you are remembering certain situations and how it was carried out by the masculine, and you're looking at it in a new way. You're looking at it as like, okay, wait, so this situation, I can't give you examples, there's so many scenarios coming through. So kind of like, okay, my masculine did this when this happened, okay, like this is how they reacted. What would I have done? And when you really think about it, it's something similar to what you would have done, considering, okay, because you're getting a different perception now about what the masculine has done in the past. So you're thinking, okay, so the masculine did it like this, and now you're looking at it in a different perspective, and you're realizing it that you both mirror each other, okay? Because you know that if you were in the same energies, don't think of your energies at the time, the same energies that your masculine was in during that situation, during that issue, during that circumstance, okay, you would have done the same thing. So you're realizing how much more you both are alike, okay, how they're mirroring you. So you're coming into this clarity, okay? So I'm going to go into the energies. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So, and another thing that's coming up is that energy-wise, okay, if you are in the process of doing any type of healing work, whatever, you are feeling, so if you're getting any type of pain in certain areas in your body and you're like, where is this coming from? It's because you are healing the masculine, okay? So it's kind of like you're taking on their pain or holding that space for their pain, because it might be too much for them to handle at this time. So because they're closing karmic cycles, remember that, right? They're in the middle of ending a karmic cycle. So it's like you're holding that space for them, and you're feeling pain in certain areas of your body. Some of, I'm getting like back, shoulder, um kidney, lower back, um neck. Okay, so if you're having any, symptoms like that, and you're like, what is going on? Like, I didn't do anything to hurt myself. I'm healthy. I work out. I go to the gym. I do yoga. I'm flexible. Where's pain coming from? You are holding that pain to be healed. So you really, what you're doing is healing, okay, the masculine through you, because it's too much for them to handle. The higher self knows, okay, you share higher self, right, with your divine counterpart. So they know that it's too much for the masculine to handle. So you kind of take that on subconsciously. Okay, I just want you to keep that in mind. I'm going through that right now myself, and I have it in my kidneys. And kidneys, so each organ in your body, each pain you have is an indication of emotion, okay? It's an indication of an energy. So when it has, for example, to do with the kidneys, it's about release and fear, okay? So it's releasing fears. So that's what's going on with me right now. I have a kidney stone that I'm trying to release, and yeah, it hurts, okay? It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I have a really high pain tolerance, but I haven't been sleeping for 1 week already. So, and people compare kidney stones to child labor. So just keep that in mind. If you've never experienced a kidney stone, it is not fun. I'm gonna say the least. Okay, so let's see what energies are going on at this time, what energies we are dealing with. Okay, all right, so we have some overthinking going on at this time, overanalyzing, but we're coming out of that. So there's somebody's at a crossroads. Which way to go? Oh, I love this. Yes. Okay. So somebody's at a crossroads to make a decision. Some of you are running out of patience. Waiting for a masculine to come around, to reach out. You haven't gotten the communication, and you're thinking of what to do. Should I move on? Should I, just not admit, but like accept that this is over? Some of you are saying that to yourselves. And the thing is that regardless, like, we don't wait for anyone, okay? Because when you wait for someone and not focus on yourself and only focus on that person and the lack of the lack of them in your life, that's what you're going to keep getting, right? So you need to realize that you are whole without them in your life, and the only way you do that is when you work on yourself, okay? So I feel like some of you are at a crossroads, whatever. So, and I want to say, whatever you work on yourself, you guys, it reflects to the masculine, okay? Whatever healing you do on yourself, it reflects on the masculine, okay? So there's a difference between holding on and waiting, okay, and holding on, like still holding on to that love, but focusing on yourself, right? So you could be ready when they come back around. And it's perfectly fine if some of you just feel like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. The twin flame journey is not easy. It's not for, they say it's not for the faint of heart. It isn't, okay? You got to be a badass. You got to be strong. You got to be courageous. You have to be confident, okay? But I want to say that a lot of people are releasing attachments at this time, and I love this. And this is a game changer, okay? This is the number 5. This is about change. And as you both are releasing any type of unhealthy attachments, okay, to people, to situations, And actually, some of the masculines, especially I'm getting, okay, if you were dealing with a masculine who lied a lot, who was a habitual liar, and that just shows very insecure, like somebody who's really insecure, right? They're like taking their mask off. They're realizing. So if they are going into the self-realization mode, questioning who they are, they're actually realizing who they are, and they're taking off that mask. And I love this. I'm so happy about this because I know a lot of you, you feel like you got a facade of the masculine. Like it was just an act, you know? They were acting because what you found out about them was completely different than what you thought they were. But I want to tell you, whatever you found out, okay, feminines, about the masculine, that's not really who they are. So at this time, they're really trying to figure out who they are, who they really are, because they're not that person. They're not. The masculine in nature is a loving, balanced, um, what should I say? Higher vibrational being. Okay, that's the nature of the masculine. You didn't see all that. I'm sure you got glimpses of it, and that's what you were holding on to. But then, um, the facade got in the way, okay, the facade, which is an illusion, right, of when they were in lower energies, the ego self, whatnot. And now I feel like the masculine is finally taking the mask off. And I feel like for some of you feminines, you're finally taking the mask off, okay? Because what I'm picking up from some of you is that you were doing everything to impress the masculine, to and not being true to yourself. So I feel like for some of you, you were putting on an act, and you have to accept that. So if you're in any type of self-realization right now, just accept that, you know, you have attachments you need to release to, and you have things that you display to the world that's not really you. And I feel like for some of you, you try to impress people, is what I'm getting, what I'm picking up on. But you all know that's all about insecurities, okay? So I don't want you to beat yourself up. I'm not judging you. That's what Spirit is saying. Just to accept and move on, right? Just to be true. Be true to yourself, okay? Okay, you want me to get into the cards? All right. So let's get into the tarot now. Let's see what energies coming through. Okay. Yeah, somebody is growing impatient, okay? Somebody is losing patience. Interesting. Okay, why is the 8 of Swords here? Ooh, okay. Why is the Temperance in reverse? Wow, many cards. Okay, I'm not going to take these. So somebody still feels imprisoned, okay? Or somebody is actually imprisoned. I don't know if anybody is dealing with someone. Okay, why is this? Halt. Okay, give me a second, guys, before I show you the cards. Okay, so, all right, this makes sense. All right, so at this time, somebody's losing a lot of patience, okay, because there's no coming together. You feel like something froze. For some of you, like it just came to a halt. For some of you, you are starting to communicate with the masculine, and you thought, okay, this is it, like it's gonna get better, and then all of a sudden nothing. So they could have either fallen off the planet, not literally, but they got closed off again, or they put their defenses up. Why is this happening, you question? And it has to do with there's no ending of the cycle. So something has to end before it begins, right? And so there's no ending. So it comes down to like, it comes to a halt, and somebody got their defenses back up. And some of you are really annoyed about this, like, oh no, they put their defenses up again, and they closed off again, so forth. So, and it's because they haven't ended the cycle, they're not ready. So it's like there's a lot of impatience going on at the time. But I want to say also the masculines are impatient too. What are they impatient about? They're impatient about not ending the cycle. They know they got to end this, whatever it is they're dealing with at this time, whether it is in a home environment, ending some type of situation there, um, um, a project that they're working on, something at work, something in their business, whatever, how it resonates. They have to end, and some of them have to end a relationship, okay? And this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be they have to break away from someone. It could be family members. It could be a friend. Um, they're realizing whoever this is not good for them, okay? And that's why this is not closing out yet. It's not closed out yet, okay? And I know some of you are really disappointed. I hear you right now, but you all know that everything is about divine timing, right? And there's things that you can speed up, working in the ethers, manifestation, transmutation. But unless you're doing those things, I mean, you can't just wait around. And when you're impatient, that actually reflects on the masculine also. So it affects their energies too. Okay? So you're impatient waiting. I feel like the momentum is going reverse when you're like that. Okay? That's what they're saying. When you are building, when you are impatient, when it has to do with them just coming in, it's building up how do I say this? An opposite momentum. So I feel like you're building, okay, yes, they're saying you're building more resistance, okay? You're building more resistance, Spirit is saying, when you're growing impatient of them coming in. It's not about them just coming in, you all. Think of that. It's not about them just coming in. It's about them coming in ready, okay? Ready. Like, ooh, for some of you, I'm getting final countdown. Okay, there's a final countdown. Interesting. That's good news. Okay, so there is a new moon coming up. Is the moon in void now? Yeah, the moon is in void. Okay, so there is a new moon coming up. I think it's the end of this month, actually, in a few days, next week. So there's something with something related to that. I feel like for some of you, you might have the masculine reach out to you. There's some type of communication going on at this time, okay? That's going to come for some of you. And what I'm getting is, I mean, this is in the cards, okay? And this flew out next to attachment, okay? So this is the Six of Cups. This is reconciliation. This is reflection. So this is in the cards, but things have to happen. The universe is, orchestrating things, okay? So something has to end before, it begins. Okay, and this is what I'm getting from some of you. You want to help the masculine. You've wanted to help the masculine. You know they're going through a lot. You know they're struggling. And they resisted your help, okay? They resisted your help because there's a lot of resistance. We know that in this, on this journey, right? There's so much fear involved. So you're always finding yourself pushing. This is how it's coming out. Feminines, you are always pushing the fear away. So you're resisting fear. And you have been resisting fear, right? But the masculine has been resisting love. Okay, so think about that for a minute. Okay, as the masculine is now finally going into self-realization, questioning themselves, waking up, okay? The divine is really working on masculines right now. Let's just put it that way, okay? Um, you have this feeling of, I want to be, let me be your hero, baby, by Enrique, okay? It's like you wanted to be the masculine's hero, right? You wanted to help them out with the struggles they're going through, getting out of that, helping them in whatever, they've been experiencing. And they didn't take your help. So every time you try to do this, you felt like they were pushing you more away, okay? And why is that? Because they were resisting love, because they were in fear, right? So now the masculine, as they are going into self-realization and realizing this bond that you both share, okay, the masculine, this is really interesting. So you know how in the past you wanted to help them and you always encourage them to be a better person or get out of their ways, get out of their own way, because they've been sabotaging themselves, right? So now it's like the masculine, some of the masculines are waking up to, hey, like, I want to rush in. Look at this crazy. I want to rush in and be your hero, okay? So on a higher perspective, okay, it's like that's what they want to do. But some of them are stuck, and that's why they can't do it. It's not because they're not heroic, okay? It's because they're stuck in their struggles right now, and they have to end this karmic cycle. Yep. Yes, they have to end this karmic cycle for the overpouring of love. This is the Ace of Cups. Did you guys just see that light up when I pulled this card? Wow. Okay. So yeah, so they want to express their emotions. They want to give you all their love, but they know they can't do that right now. Whoever's going through these struggles, because it hasn't ended for your new beginning. It's like going through a educational program, okay? Going through the educational program. They know if they try to get back with you right now, even though they do, some of them, like, I'm really picking up, they miss you a lot. They think about you at night before they go to sleep. But they know that if they come back together with you at this time, it's going to be ego driven. They're still going to be somewhat in their ego. And it doesn't have to do with, they don't love me or they're still selfish. No. It has to do now, okay? Maybe that was in the past. It has to do now with them knowing that you deserve this. Them knowing you deserve this. They can't give it to you right now. Look, coming together. Okay? That's what's getting in their way. There's conflict going on in their life right now. Okay? So they know that. I hope you guys know. I know you have looked at the divine masculine in a different sense where, like, oh, why can't they just talk to me in a normal way? Why can't they just communicate? It's not, whatever. It's like everybody handles things differently. They're going through a lot right now. We can't judge them, okay? If you saw it from the higher perspective, the way I see it, okay, you guys, you would, how should I say this? You would realize that the masculine has been sabotaging themselves, deceiving themselves all this time, okay? This is about them running away from situations in their life, escaping, and never taking accountability for their actions. They're finally taking accountability for their actions, okay? Because that's what they did. When the going gets, tough, it's like they took off. They were constantly living in fear. Okay, and that's why they're looking back at it. They're really depressed. You know, they're going through depression. Some of them are going through a lot of stress, sleepless nights, anxiety. Um, and whoever left, it's like they regret leaving. They do. I want you all to know that they regret leaving, but at the same time, it's like it had to be done. They had to come out of this energy. They had to come out of, you know, a heart chakra that's blocked, okay? So, because what is this? This is the Four of Swords, right? Okay. Look at how one sword is down here in front of them, the three swords in the back. So, what does that mean? The past. Three swords is the past, right? Three of Swords. So, this is the Four of Swords. This is the next step. This is about healing. This is about taking a step back. Okay? Not battling self, not battling others, and realizing what pain they put you through and what pain they've been going through themselves. Okay? And healing the heart chakra, opening it up, because when you heal it, that's when it opens, right? So this is about that, you guys. This is about overcoming all of that. Anything else? That's why they're not taking action. I know. I'm hearing you guys, okay? But why can't they can't just text me? Why can't they just, fix whatever they have to fix and, come towards me? And some of you feel like because of this, they have no passion left for you. They have no urge to connect with you in a, intimate way or romantic way or passionate, call it what you want. And it's because they're not here yet. They're not in the King of Wands energy, okay? They're not. And some of them are the King of Wands, but they're not in the energy, and it's because they're healing. They're healing. What is healing? It's preparation. It's preparation to come back, okay? Because let me tell you something. Some of the masculines have had times, and I'm hearing them say, you know what, like, what's the point of living a life like this? What's happening? Like, why am I going through this? Okay? So they are healing, you guys. So have patience. Have patience. Do you know how frustrated the masculines are? That the cycle is taking so long for them to complete? Like this karma? Like, I'm feeling a lot of frustration. I'm feeling pain right now. Wow. Okay. I'm feeling a lot of pain when it comes to how frustrated they are. Some of them got stabbed in the back by people. I just look at this, my throat. Oh my God. I'm really feeling the masculines heavy. And it's something that you don't know about, okay? So I have to say, whoever is dealing with any type of home environment, they got stabbed in the back, okay? I feel that. And this totally confused them, okay? It's like, imagine waking up, not physically, not literally, is what I should say. Waking up to people who you thought, had your back and you loved, but realizing they have been using you all this time, okay? They have been, using you all this time. That it was just an illusion. It was just an illusion every time they did a favor for you, or they were sweet to you, or they were nice to you. And the masculine is realizing that nice is just not enough. And they got stabbed in the back. Okay? This needs to end. This needs to end for this new beginning. Living a truthful life themselves after they got betrayed. Okay? Realizing that they need to be honest with themselves. They need to be honest with you. Straightforward. just so I don't want to say just honest, straightforward, okay? This is the um, victory card, okay? Look at the laurels on this, okay? But you'll notice that this does not come easily. This truth, this victory, it doesn't come easily. Look at all the dark clouds underneath it, and it's rising up above it. They want a fresh new start with you, is what I'm getting. They want open communication. They want to be open themselves with you. And they're not happy that this is not ending. I'm getting so much frustration for the masculine right now. It's like something they have to complete, or they have to move out. Move out. Somebody is waiting for some money. They're owed some money, or they're going to get a payout. I don't know. There's a settlement coming up. Yeah, home. Yeah, see? You guys, whoever I'm connecting with, you know who you are, who your masculine is. They want to turn their back against the home that they're in, okay? Whatever that means. Whatever home they're living in, they want to bounce, okay? They don't want to associate with these people, and even if it has to do with family, they want to distance themselves. They want to isolate themselves. That's what they're trying to do at this time. When I kept saying that has to do with the home environment, this is what they're going through right now. Some of them want to move out of the home environment that they're in, but they're not financially ready yet. So I feel like they're waiting for some type of a payout or some money, something. Because this person, whoever they are, they got used for money too. Look at that. Waiting. They're thinking, I put this much investment, and where's my return? It keeps getting delayed. I want to get the hell out. Oh my God, I'm getting like this masculine. It's like, I want to get the hell out of here. And it keeps getting delayed. And some of them are questioning the divine. Like, why is this taking so long? They're really I'm getting really frustrated energy. Okay. So what is coming in? So for those of you who I feel, like I was saying earlier about the hero, how you wanted to be the hero for masculine, you might still want to be. You are being a hero if you're taking on their pain. I just want to let you know that, okay? That is very heroic of you. And you might not realize that you have taken on this pain, but your higher self does. You're not aware of that. So let me know if any of you in the comments are feeling that, or feeling kind of pains that you feel like, this is not me. Like, this is not me. Why does my shoulder hurt? Like, or why does my back hurt, or whatever? Think about that, okay? Okay, this is cute. So masculine wants to get together with you. They want to reunite. Oh, it's too many cards. Okay, but they are going through an enlightenment. That's what I see. They're being enlightened right now. Okay, so they want to reunite with you. Okay, there's no question about it. But they haven't made the decision yet. They haven't made the decision yet, and that's because of all they're going through, okay? They have to end that before they come towards you. Why am I getting something with the flute? This is a trumpet, but I'm getting flute. I don't know if anybody you know plays the flute, or the masculine or the feminine, whoever plays a flute. Regardless, you're being watched, okay? The masculine is watching you on social media. Somehow they're watching you. They are watching you. So do not. And some of them, whoever hasn't communicated in a long time, what I'm getting is that they don't know where you're at right now. And like, I don't want to say where you're at. They know you where you live, but at the same time, it's like they don't know what's what's going on in your life, so they're watching you. Instead of communicating with you directly, they're watching you somehow, or they're asking about you to other people, like, where is she or he in their life right now? Like, what are they doing? And it's all about this. It's all about building up the courage to come back, okay? The building up the self-confidence, okay? Because a lot of them feel broken at this time. Broken. I just got an image of glass being shattered, okay? So, they feel very broken at this time. So that's why they're reflecting on self and why are they here? What are they meant to do? What's their purpose? Why do these things keep happening to them? Why are there so many delays? Why can't they just and I'm getting admiration. This is really cute, okay? So while they're questioning themselves, they're looking back to it as like they're looking at you feminines as, what would my feminine do? And my feminine would do it so right. They would know exactly what to do. They would know the solution. Why can't I do it like them? Why is that? Is it because I don't come from the same family? Is it because, this is what I'm getting, okay? So for the masculines, um, some of you keep questioning, why is my masculine like that? And I just want to tell you all, masculines all come from highly dysfunctional families, okay? Before you make any comments, let me just explain what I'm getting. The masculine, okay, before I get into that, everybody's family is dysfunctional in some way, okay? Do not tell me that your family's perfect. They're not the Brady Bunch, okay? So every family has a range or a degree of dysfunctionality, okay? So the masculines are from a highly dysfunctional family, okay? You might say, no, Caroline, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Spirit is saying that don't look at things from the outside. You might be thinking, my masculine comes from a great family. Their mom is a doctor. Their dad is a PhD. They have their business owners. They're CEOs of this major Fortune 500 company. Whatever it is, I do not care. Education does not define or decipher how functional someone is going to be in a family environment. Those people who you look so, from this caliber and you put them on a high pedestal are some of the most dysfunctional people in family environments. Okay? Yeah, they might be great at work in their career. They might, have people following around like, little puppy dogs. But in a family environment, they're dysfunctional. Oh, and the other thing that's coming up, some of these families, when you see them out, you're probably thinking, but they have such a nice family. The mom was so sweet to me. The dad was a doll, whatever. Okay? Some people, it's all an illusion. It's being fake. Okay? What goes on behind those doors, what's gone on when your masculine was a child, is covered up, okay? So that is what's coming to the surface now, and I want you to remember that. I want you to remember how broken, okay, a child could be while they're growing in a dysfunctional family, in a dysfunctional environment, okay? Keep that in mind. And don't judge them because they're taking too long, they can't get out. You're like, I would have been out 5 years ago, I would have been out 3 years ago. It's a piece of cake. For them, it's not. For them, it's completely getting them out of this shell that they're hiding in, because they've had to hide in this shell all their life, okay? Because of the dysfunctionality that went on in their family environment. I just want you to keep that in mind, okay? Have compassion. And whatever their family was exhibiting to them, they're actually finally realizing, I don't care how old they are, they're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. they're realizing that their family, the way they saw their family, because they didn't see that. So what happens, I want to tell you guys something. When you're a child and you grow up in a highly dysfunctional family, where there's abuse, there's neglect, there is abandonment issues, it's just growing up with addict parents or anything like that, okay? Or parents that are never around, it's like you're on your own. You're forced up to grow up because, you know, let's say your dad's an alcoholic, and or you're forced to start working at a young age and making money, and you gotta hustle. Okay, I'm getting that too. Think about it. You block that trauma off as a child because you don't want to see your family like that. So what happens is, like, you live in an illusion most of your life, and now the masculine is finally getting out of this shell. They're finally getting out of the illusion of all the people around them, that everybody's fake, that they're really shitty people, okay? And how much they now realize that they got stabbed in the back, that all these people were using them some way, okay? And this has a lot to do, for some of you guys, it has to do with family. This is major. This is your blood, right? So this is not easy for anyone to take. So just please have compassion for the masculine at this time. Think about what I just said. If you have to, rewind and think about that, okay? Because the masculine is also really regretting at this time that they were not your hero, okay? They were not your hero. And they want to take the lead. They want to take the lead in making this right, okay? So let's get one more message. Wow, okay, no, there's too many. Oh, and let me know if that song Hero means anything to you guys. I'm feeling it means something to someone. Yeah, some of the masculines feel very imbalanced at this time, and that's why they're not taking action. They feel like they don't have everything it takes, okay? They feel like they don't have everything it takes to come back with the offer they want, the sincere offer, okay? And I'm getting something about support. Like they felt, for some, I'm getting a small group, they felt that they weren't supported by you, or they felt you're not waiting for them. I don't know if you told them you're leaving or whatever. They feel unsupported by you in some sense, okay? What is this? Yeah, some of them are getting like telepathy from you. They're up at night thinking about you. They can't sleep. Yeah, and we got the karmic wheel. Woohoo! Okay, so what is this about? Let's see. The karmic wheel is starting to turn, you all. I'm glad because of that. Jupiter. Okay, this has to do with, I'm getting Three of Swords again. No action. Yeah, this is the heart chakra. Like we said, I think it was in the last reading, a lot of heart chakra healing is going on. Disappointments from the past, disappointments from and pain and trauma from childhood. This little girl is like, you know, crying, okay? So this is about inner child too, inner child wounds that a lot of you are healing at this time, okay? So, and remember, just hold that space for the masculine. While you're healing, they will heal also, okay? That's why there's no action being forward. Okay, oh, and the other thing is Jupiter's going direct soon. So keep that in mind. This has to do with timing too. No action being taken, but at the same time, healing, purging. Yeah, there's sleepless nights. Yeah. I'm also getting somebody who really wants to become stable financially, and that's why they're not reaching out to you, because they haven't reached that place yet. This is the King of Pentacles. It could be a earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. This is the energies of being stable financially, at home, in every single way. This person is not reaching out to you, feminine, because they want to be financially stable. Okay, it's like they made an oath to themselves or something like that, like, I have to be financially stable myself before I reach out. This is here. Yeah, and they also have to, okay, this is another thing that's coming up. Yeah, this is karma, man. This is releasing responsibility, obligation to something that they just found out is an illusion. Home environment, tradition. Okay, they're healing from this. And whoever's going through that money thing, I feel like somebody you're connected with, for some of you, are really obsessed with money. And it has, let me tell you what this has to do with. This has to do with the root chakra, okay? So feminines, if you want your masculine back, and it doesn't matter what healing you're doing, I want you to add this to your healing. It's root chakra work, so do something like root chakra healing meditation, whatnot. Listen to that, okay, because that will help all those fears come out of, you know, the blockages of the root chakra. Okay, that is really getting in the way of someone healing, if this resonates with you. Okay, it's about not feeling safe. It's about it's a karma for sure. Okay, because everything starts at the root, so it is karma being cleared out right now. So work on the root chakra, okay, if this is you. But this is finally coming to an end. I feel like for some of you, August is going to really bring you healing energy, okay? If you're ruled by Mars, whatever sign, if you're ruled by Mars, or you have like Jupiter and Mars, I mean, yeah, Mars and Jupiter, or whatever it works, okay? You're gonna see a lot of shifting and healing in August, okay? I just want to let you know that, okay? So I'm just gonna do one more message. Spirit, what would you like my twins to know? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is not taking action, okay? This is not taking action. And okay, this is what I'm getting. It's not ready yet. Spirit is saying you're not ready yet for this Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm going to take from this, you guys, is get ready for it. Okay, do what you have to do. Do healing, energy healing, do transmutation, do manifestation, do the purging, candle work. Do whatever it takes to get ready for this, okay? Because what the divine is saying, what spirit is saying, is that this is up in the air. Okay, this is a possibility, right? But you got to be ready for it. The masculine has to be ready for this too. It has to be in alignment. So this is why we got this together. It's not in alignment yet. Okay, so get ready for the alignment so that you ground this into the physical space. Okay, doing that, working in the ethers, like I said in other videos, Work in the ethers, okay? Don't focus on what's not going on around you in the physical. Work in the ether, okay? That's where you manifest things. And then that's when you ground them, okay? Keep that in mind, you all. I hope you enjoy this. I'm sorry, I'm already losing my voice. I gotta go rest and do some healing myself with my loving guides. And I wish you all a beautiful weekend, and I will see you all next time. Stay blessed and peace out. Bye.